Hey, welcome to Draw Tip Tuesday. My name is Koosje Koenen and I love drawing. And since you're here, I may assume that you love drawing too. Maybe you have a project going on, you started it at the beginning of 2024. Keep going, please do. Don't leave it like any other resolutions. No, your creative projects are really important for you. Even if you do a small bit every week or even every month, you will get there. And the project that I started at the beginning of this year is recording my home. I have this accordion sketchbook that I will be filling, and I will be sitting with it, going from room to room and drawing bits and pieces of my direct surroundings. And that way I will have a really great memento of this home, but also just a really fun project to draw my direct surroundings, because everything is interesting when you draw it. Now, this accordion sketchbook is quite large. I have done this in previous homes as well, using an accordion sketchbook to go through the house and draw everything, but they were smaller. They were half the size. And now this one is an A4 size. And well, I have just started. The beginning is still open because I want to draw the front of the house, but I will do that when the weather is a little bit better. But here's the beginning, and there's a lot more to come. And today I will sit down and draw the next bit, which is in the living room, and I will share the process with you. Here's just a quick flip through of both of those earlier projects in different homes, just so you know what tone I am setting for myself and what challenge I am setting myself as well to pull this off again in my new home, which is larger, has more rooms, and also my sketchbook is larger. But you can see I went through both of those homes room by room and bit by bit, drawing small details, but also part of scenes. And this is the second sketchbook that I filled. It starts with the building and then the front door, and from there to the hallway. The first room is bathroom, and so on. Again, I just went through, and whatever caught my eye, I started drawing that, and this way I drew everything, or at least I made this portrait of the home. There might be a little more writing in this one, and that fills up the white spaces really neatly. Home office, kitchen, pantry, all of it is in there. It was so fun to work on these. And I'm quite excited that I started to work on a new one now. As I put my sketchbook on my lap, it ripped in the fold. And this can happen with a heavy sketchbook that folds out like an accordion sketchbook. So I've clipped it down on a piece of cardboard, and now you can actually see what I just drew, which you will see the process of. Okay, let's go. I am using my Sailor Fude calligraphy fountain pen with the 55-degree angled nib. You can't see my reference, but I think it is fun anyway to see how the drawing unfolds. I am just starting sort of at the top of that corner of the kitchen, and I work my way downwards so that I keep close to where I started, and that way I can make the drawing grow a little bit instead of trying to draw one bit here and then one bit there and then trying to connect everything. I like drawing this way. You've seen me do this a lot on Draw Tip Tuesday videos. To me, that just makes a lot of sense to spiral out from one point, or to knit your way from one side to the next side of the drawing. And I am just working my way through what I see, and I'm making mistakes for sure. There are some things that really are not in proportion, but it still makes sense. This still looks kind of like my kitchen, And I like there's all kinds of bits and pieces in there. I didn't clean up, especially for the drawing or anything. And I don't need to go into detail much because this is a wider view. With a calligraphy nib like this, you can hold the pen a little bit more upwards and then you can create a thinner line, which is always great for some more detailed work or writing, or whenever you want to create a little bit of variety in line. And I'm ready for a little bit of note-taking to sort of explain what is where and why it's there and if there's any special meaning to the stuff in my home. And now I am ready to add a little bit of color. I am going to use watercolors because I've done that in the previous sketchbooks, and also I just love line and watercolor. It's easy to carry around through the house. I do realize that the water brush that I'm using doesn't create the greatest effect on this paper. It is not watercolor paper. The sketchbook is a Sea White of Brighton paper and it has nice heavy paper. It's kind of for mixed media, I think. I am learning that maybe I should use a real brush. And since I'm at home, it doesn't have to be all that portable, so I can use a better watercolor brush. Maybe that would give me better effects. So as I am going, I am learning. And I'm having fun mixing my colors, adding some color to the scene. And to finish things off, I'm adding a little bit more depth and liveliness by adding drop shadows on the floor and then giving another layer to some of the color to brighten it all up. I hope you enjoyed watching this process. I hope it was helpful also for your own projects, your own drawing practice. Don't be deceived because I did speed up the video, and that is because I want you to have more drawing time instead of more video watching time. But it takes a while to make a drawing like this. So take your time, you have your own pace, and just enjoy the process of putting pen on paper and maybe adding a little bit of color. And if you need an assignment for this week, then pick up your sketchbook and sit down anywhere in your home. It could be on your bed, on the couch, under the couch, in the bathroom. It doesn't matter because you know that everything becomes interesting as soon as you start drawing it. And don't forget to have fun doing it. And of course, you can subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out on any of my Draw Tip Tuesdays, which are here weekly, thanks to my patrons on Patreon. Just realize that those people pay a little amount every month to support me to keep doing this for free. So if you are watching this video for free, then know that it was a gift from one of my patrons. And if you want to join Patreon as well, you are very welcome to join the club, and then you will get more content, more inspiration, and a wonderful community of artists just like you and me. I will see you next week. Bye.